You are created, unique, and different. There is nobody else in the world just like you. You're an amazing person. Let me repeat and let me explain this. So, not even twins are just alike. There's always something different. It's just like people in this world. We're all unique and different. The creator of the world created you to be you, and that is good enough. There's always someone in the world who may not accept you for you, and that's okay, as long as you accept and love you for you. And I'm sure you're thinking, oh, she must have it all. Her life must be great. Well, there was a point in time when I was bullied. People used to call me ugly. I was not good enough. Just mean things. And I never said anything mean to them. I always try to be, a nice person to people because I know what it's like to be bullied or let down or people just to say mean things to you. I think and I know that these people that say negative, mean things, that is not normal. Like, you have to not have empathy or compassion for another person in order to be that way. And that sounds like to me just a mental issue or a mental illness. And I pity those negative people. Oftentimes, we look at the end result of a person and we never know the struggles or what they've been through. I personally grew up in a household where we're just really poor. We didn't have a TV. We didn't have any normal things that you would think a normal person would have. When it rained, it literally poured in the house. So growing up this way, people will look down on my family and say, why are they poor? They must be lazy. Those parents must be lazy. When my mother and father went to school with pages tore out of the book, so they weren't able to get an education, although as much as they tried. They grew up in a time where there was just racism everywhere. They had to sit in the back of the bus. It's just really hard times. And in growing up, if I came home with homework, I wasn't really able to get as much help. So I really had to do my best to learn things on my own and really educate myself, which I'm really grateful for now. But growing up, I was called ugly. People used to tell me how I was never good enough. Just mean things. And what I've learned is that self-love is the best thing on earth, because you may never be good enough for everyone. And for these people who think that you're not good enough, there is something wrong with them. You are good enough. You are an amazing person. In fact, I hate when people say that you're different, because we are all different. No two people are alike. You are unique. You are different. We are all different. It's really sad when I see people who hate a person because of the color of their skin or how they do their hair or the way they want to look. That is that person. They were created to be who they are, unique in their own way. So why not us as human beings just accept each other? Like, no one chose the color of their skin. So for someone to hate another for their just existence, it's crazy. You did not give that life, nor created it, nor did you give your own life. I think the world is lacking the intelligence that we need today. We are moving in as a human race into a time where our intelligence should be of par. The ways our ancestors or people back in the day or grandpa or whoever else did it, yeah, that's how they did things. I mean, why go backwards when we can move forward as an intelligent human race? We are one. Yes, we come from different places. Yes, we all look different. But why can't we agree to disagree? Just because someone believes different from you, so what? Let that person exist. Let that person live. Like, how can a person hate someone so much to where they're angry because of your skin color? That is crazy. People used to tell me that I'm not black enough because they say I'm not dark enough because I'm not black enough. My daddy, my mother sat in the back of the bus. Okay. Just because I don't look a certain way or whatever your typical African American should look like doesn't mean I'm not black. I'm black all day long. You know, or some people say, oh, you're too pretty to be black. Black is beautiful. We are all beautiful people, regardless if you're black, white, whatever. We're beautiful people. But there's no such thing as you're too pretty to be black. Black is beautiful, period. And then when people ask me, what do you mix with? I tell them I mix with black. I am black, okay? I am mixed with black. And for people to assume that, oh, her life must be great. She must have it good. My mom just passed away from cancer. I just had a baby and my mom passed away. So I was dealing with postpartum depression and grief all in one. So when that happened, I guess some people felt like, oh, this is our time to try to kick her while she's down. I'm a human being. I'm allowed to grieve. I'm allowed to cry. And it's crazy when some people are like, just get over it. Yeah, people actually say this to me, just get over it, the passing of my mother. And then it came about where I was in the middle of doing self-help and self-love and getting to know who I am as a person. And you know, out of those sad times, something amazing happened. I discovered a little bit more about myself. So when I tell people self-love is truly the key of things in your life that you want to go right, get to know yourself. Get to know your talents, your weakness, your strength. Get to know all these things about yourself, because you could have some amazing talents or whatever that can lift you to the next level that you want to get to. But if you don't take that time to know yourself, then you may never know. And then on top of that, like, I'm so thankful that I was bullied, that I was picked on, because if I never got bullied or picked on, I would never be able to help the next person, or I would have never discovered self-love or how uniquely beautiful we all are. So yes, you are unique in your own way. We are all unique. When people say, oh, that person is different or they don't fit in, well, guess what? Nobody on this earth will ever fit in with the next person, because we are all different. We are all unique. It's for you to discover your awesomeness, what's inside of you. Let me explain when I say you're unique and different. The things that are inside you, your gifts, your talents, whatever make you up to be who you are, nobody else has that. Let me repeat that. Nobody else have what you have. Nobody else have what I have. That's just how awesome the world is. And if everyone knows this about themselves, I think the world will be a better place. We'd be a lot happier place. There is a divine, very divine purpose of everything and why things happen the way it does. I know, it's hard that my mom passed away, and yes, I cry, I get really sad about it, and it hurts more than anything in this world. But through that, when that happened, I felt like it kind of woke me up, like on a whole nother level, because I'm the person where, like, I don't talk in video. I don't talk in public. I'm afraid to talk around people. Like I don't want people to know that I exist. I'm that person. Um, but it woke me up to a higher, I guess, feeling or calling that, of getting to know myself and know why I'm here. I mean, I've always wondered that, like, why am I here? And then I discovered why I'm here. And it was something so awesome, so amazing. My mother was such a nice, sweet person. She used to buy these coats for the kids at her school because she was a teacher. And I used to ask my mom, like, why are you buying all these coats and all these extra snacks and stuff? Like, my brothers and sister were all good. And she was telling me how, like, these kids that were in her class, like, didn't have coats when it rained or, didn't have this or that. And she would, like, even go in debt to supply this for these kids. And, like, we were already poor and we were already going in debt, like, really bad. But she would do all this stuff and she would tell me, you'll understand when you get older that money is not everything. Yeah, it's good to have, but it's not everything. But the more older I get and more things come about, I realize that I want more than just materialistic things. Money is great. You can have money all day long. You go out there, get 2 or 3 jobs, make all the money in the world, have the nicest car, nicest house, work hard for all that. But at the end of the day, there's going to be something missing. And that something that people call a void, how do you fill it? You fill it with getting to know who you are. I'm not saying being self-centered and self-absorbed and not knowing about the world, but I mean like knowing who you are as a person so that you can affect others in a positive way, so that you can be comfortable or aware of who you are so that you can not put somebody down but uplift them because you want to tell them the exciting joy and news that you know. Like you can put on a pretty face, but if you're not beautiful on the inside, then what's the point? Some people used to judge me because I want to look nice or have my hair and makeup done. Used to think, oh, she must be a stuck-up bee, or oh, mom and daddy must have bought all this stuff for her. Da da da. It's like, no, I look like this in the hood because I had to get some talent real quick and learn how to do my own makeup, my own hair. I've never been to a salon in my entire life. Probably should go, but I never went. Why not? When I learned how to do my hair and makeup myself, we didn't have money like that growing up, so I had to learn how to do that myself. And it's paid off, I think. Why you gotta be that way? Why you gotta be that way? It's Thursday. I have nothing else to do. Do what I think about. Don't you know you're beautiful in your own little way? Don't let nobody bring you down. Fuck all these haters.